Hello, welcome to Incentive Time. My name is Kelvin, and today we're looking at some areas of concern that have been brought to my knowledge. And for some time, you haven't been seeing me. Yes, because we've been engaging in other fiscal policy matters. But because these areas have been brought to our notice, we just want to quickly talk about them. And this has to do with the new Tax Act, the Nigerian Tax Administrative Act, and the Nigerian Tax Act. It's been brought to our notice that there's a lacuna when it comes to the issue of the threshold. Is it 50 million naira? Or is it 100 million naira? Also, there's another area of concern that's been brought to our notice. Section 145 of the NTAA, or let's say Section 147 of the NTAA, when it comes to the definition of tax, and Section 200 of the NTAA when it comes to conflicts with other laws. Now, these are areas of concern, and to be more sincere with you, I haven't really taken time to look at these sections of the new Act, and it's deliberate. The reason why it's deliberate is because I feel it hasn't taken effect yet. So, if it hasn't taken effect, I should put my energy into the Act that's still subsisting. But when our attention has been drawn to it, it won't be proper for us not to at least speak on it. And what are the areas of concern? The areas of concern are which of the acts supersedes which one? If the NTAA Section 145 is talking about conflicts with other laws, and Section 200 of the Nigerian Tax Act is also talking about conflicts with other laws, then the big question is, what or which law should be followed when it comes to the threshold of 50 million or 100 million? For me and for us here at JE Consulting, we feel that at this point, the Revenue Authority should have a spokesperson who's a revenue staff member to be talking to the public, because we may have problems with the Revenue Authority when it comes to our client case files. We know that governments have been coming out to make clarifications through the committee that assembled this new Tax Act. But with my little knowledge in tax administration here in Nigeria, we know that when it comes to the real administration of these sections, the Revenue Authority still has the upper hand, no matter what anybody says on TV. So we would rather appeal to the Revenue Authority to speak to the public using their own staff. Let their own staff come out and explain to us. This is what the law is. This is the interpretation of those sections, so that when we apply what is being said, we can clearly make reference. But if we apply what a government official is saying as the interpretation of the Revenue or the Tax Act, we may have problems with the Revenue Authority. So it's our appeal from JE Consulting that, as a matter of urgency, there could be other sections that have this overlapping or draconian quality, but as a matter of urgency, we need the Revenue Authority to bring out a spokesperson. In those days, we used to have the staff of the Revenue Authority, who was knowledgeable in tax, who would come out and explain to the public the interpretations of each of these sections. Well, you would say, what is this young man saying? Is he not okay with what he's listening to on television? Yes. What can I say? I should be okay with what I hear on television. But as a young consultant, I wouldn't want my clients to be in that kind of dilemma where they would tell me that television is not the Revenue Authority.